Good day, viewers. Pwalpar here. I begin today's video with a little experiment trying to use a voice recorder on my mobile phone to see how it works. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, showing zoom-in photos of my tall grass out here, and my dilemma that I'm in was not able to get the grass cut. A little bit of look at the hummingbirds from up here on the porch. It's too wet to go out there. So let's just see how today's video will go. It's going to be just a little different. Appreciate it if you hang around and check it out. Hummingbirds are hopping around out here. We're on our third day of a lot of rain. See if I can capture the hummingbirds from this distance. Hummingbird just went right by my face. Well, anyway, viewers, I appreciate my viewers that watch my vlog, especially when I'm whining and crying about the weather and not able to get my grass cut. Many of you do quite understand that it's hard to keep up a property this big. When you get a little older and they can't get stuff done like you used to. The time was I'd work from daylight to dark out here and get a lot of stuff done. Now I'm lucky if I can put in an hour or two a day out here without getting tired. I got limbs out there that need to be picked up. I got limbs that need to be trimmed off the trees. I got weed eating and trimming that needs to be done. There's 5 hummingbirds out there. I think 5. It's hard to count them when they're buzzing around like helicopters at a circus show. I can look around out there and find a half a dozen jobs I need to be working on. But I'm sitting in the house. One week it's so hot you can't go outside. The next week it's too wet and muddy. Couldn't cut the grass when it's too hot, and can't cut it when it's too wet because it's just going to make a mess. When I do cut it, it's going to look like I was cutting hay out there. Yes, sir, Bob, them hummingbirds is... I think I'll set up my camera, my Sony Handycam right here, and get some, instead of real close up, I'll just zoom in on them hummingbirds. Maybe we get an overall look at how many are actually buzzing around out there. Get a little long distance hummingbird footage. Let's see, if I move to the left. They run in and out of them rose bushes. Sometimes they come over here to see what I'm doing. Well, I can't cover the whole area and still see the little tiny birds. buzzing in and out of them rose bushes too. Alright, we got a little bit of footage right there at that angle. I've had years where the hummingbirds didn't seem to come at all, and in some years the hummingbirds cover me up. This year's been a good year for hummingbirds. Maybe it's because I spent more time taking care of them, and I got 2 feeders out there. Time was I would hang them right here on the porch. But you'd be surprised how big a mess they make flying around with their drop-ins and stuff when they fly in and out of the porch. You can't keep the handrails clean or nothing else. So I moved it out to the tree for a couple of years and hung it from a tree. This year we've gone fully to hanging it from a pole out there in the garden. I couldn't begin to count all them hummingbirds. It looked more like 8 or 10 of them that time. Alright, we'll give about 5 minutes of footage right there.